Yep, we in a gear. Alright, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kahan.
Brother Rashalam.
Alright, with another video through the power and spirit of the Musa Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. So without further ado, Kal Halayam, La Alahayanawa, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Baha Rakah Kodash. Shal Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto my elders and apostles of great millstone that rule well, who teach us the truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the brothers who preaching and teaching this truth through the four corners of the earth. And all truth and sincerity, risking the lives and the freedom to do so now more than ever than the truth for this truth, now so more than ever. Salakia, salutations, shalom, Salakia unto the speckled bird Israelites who look like the other nations, but are Israelites through their fatherly lineage, and shalom unto the sisters, the Aquats, who in this truth, and staying strong in this truth. Alright? So, before I start, I had to mention somebody, right? An important person to me. I never meet him, he never meet me, but yet still the brother is an important brother to me. The brother, the name of his channel is IS Nation. He goes by the name of Brother Yariah. Now, when I came into the truth, this brother, he had some works done, and his work was very impeccable, I must say. And there's a particular video that he did that I watched that video so many times that it stick to the back of my head. And that video that he did, I am piggybacking off of that brother into bringing out this video here that I'm about to do now. The video that he had done, the name of the video is Esau and Ham Confederation. Esau and Ham's Confederation of selling Israel into slavery, something to that effect.
Confederacy,
yeah. Esau and Ham's Confederacy, or Ham and Esau Confederacy, all out of the two. Right? But nevertheless, it was a very, 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 very powerful video. Very powerful, very educated, very enlightening, very edifying video. So much so that I prepare myself in writing down notes, taking notes, into bringing out what I had to bring here, because before I came into the truth, I had a brother from Biafra land. I have a brother, and I have my brother still from Biafra land back in Nigeria, who was residing here in Trinidad, working, and he was dropping seeds for me, but I was not picking up. And now he was even giving me insights on the Biafran war. I don't know if I might have the time to go into. I think I will lead that for our next lesson concerning the Biafran war. Yeah, I will have to lead that. Right? For another lesson concerning the Biafran war. But he was giving me insights on the Biafran war and the name Nigeria, how the name Nigeria come about, and he put me to the test to find out what Nigeria really mean, which is really, I had answered incorrectly because I started a brainstorm, and really and truly the word Nigeria, it derives from the word Niger, area, or nigger, Niger, which is nigger, area, Nigeria, nigger area, the area of the niggers. I have done a previous video on breaking down the word Nigeria, and it so happened that the Most High showed me that he put the words in my mouth as he told Jeremiah, right? put the words, he would put the words in your mouth, you know, and he put the words in my mouth for me to say it, for me to speak it out. Now, coming to take in other videos and concerning Nigeria and whatnot, so forth, getting to realize, and they were showing and breaking it down for that person not even in the truth. That person has just given a history on Nigeria itself and how the word Nigeria came about, how the nation of Nigeria came about. Right? And he confirmed what I said, Niger area, right, equals Nigeria, nigger area, right? But without further ado, enough ranting. The name of this video, what's the name of the top here, right here, then, again?
Let's see you Gainsay undeniable proof, vocab.
Right? We want to see you Gainsay undeniable proof, vocab, aka vocab Malone. Alright? Let's see again, say this vocab. Start reading, my brother.
Alright, so let me start off here. The Islamic African monarch, one of the emperors.
Go ahead.
Of the Sokoto Empire.
Of the what?
Sokoto Empire.
Of the Sokoto Empire. When you go into secular history, you would, and do your research, you would see that it did and true in fact had an empire called the Sokoto Empire. Now, who were the people of the Sokoto Empire? They were known as the Fulanis, the Hausa Fulanis. Right? Read up.
Right.
Mohammed Bello was the Sultan at that time. Go ahead.
The second Sultan made the same claim. This in this 300 years.
3,000. Let me see because let's scroll down. Was supposed to be 3,000 years.
3,000 years?
Yes.
Alright.
No, 300 years. No, 200 years still up here. 200 still up here. 200 years.
200 years, right?
Made the same claim 200 years. Go ahead.
Right. Just as the Hutus
made the same claim 200 years before. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just as the Hutus.
Just as the who?
Hutus of Rwanda.
Of Rwanda.
Claim that the Tutsis are not their kinsmen.
Are not their kinsmen, the Tutsis in Rwanda, because you are the Hutus, you are the Tutsis. Go ahead.
Right? Nor were they indigenous to the land, you know, in order to justify the war and ethnic cleansing he was carrying out against the old Oyo Negro Empire.
The old Oyo Negro Empire. Right? So what they're showing you here is that the same claim he making is the same that he was making 200 years before, is the same claim that the Hutus was making concerning the Tutsis, right? In the Rwandan genocide. Right? In order for them, that's how the Hutus was using that same claim that the Tutsis is not indigenous to the land and they are not their kinsmen, is the same claim, Salakia, 200 years back, that Mohammed Bello of the Sokoto Empire, the second Sultan of the Sokoto Empire, right, who is a Hausa Fulani, was making against the Oyo Empire, that is not his kinsmen, nor belong to the land, nor indigenous to the land where they live in, which is in Nigeria, Africa, as we know today. Go ahead, read up.
Right. So basically, you want to justify the ethnic cleansing.
Right, he was using that to justify the ethnic cleansing
he was carrying out against the old Oyo Negro Empire, which bordered his kingdom. In which some European were desperate to find the source of so many slaves coming to the Western world and the west coast of Africa.
Right? These Europeans want to know about where these because they're confused. Where these Negroes come, this influx of Negroes coming and as slaves, where they're really coming from, and who is these people? What is their heritage? What is their customs? You know, why does these blacks, so-called blacks, selling so-called blacks. But watch this, read.
Right? So where they were coming to the west coast of Africa,
right,
before being shipped to the Americas, and his reason for saying such claims.
Alright, they want to know, well, where's your reason for saying such claims that these people from the Oyo Empire, right? These people from the Oyo Empire, how come there is not your people? How come there is not a kinsman, but the dab just like you? And they're selling them into slavery, you're killing them and selling them into slavery and whatnot. How come? Where's your claims? Where's your claims? Where's your proof for your claims? To substantiate your claims. Where's your proof? So read.
Mohammed Bello's reason given to the Europeans,
Mohammed Bello's reasons given to the Europeans, go ahead,
for enslaving his neighbors,
for enslaving the Oyo people,
was that they were not Africans.
Was that they were not what?
Africans or Hamites.
They were not Africans or Hamites. Go ahead.
At all.
At all.
Even though they were so-called black.
Right, because why? Bloodline. Right, vocab? Bloodline. Read up.
The following is what he said. The inhabitants of this province, Yarba, it is supposed originated from the remnant of the children of Canaan.
Right? It is supposed what? The remnant of the children of Canaan. Now that will be a bit trippy, but I will explain it later on in the video. Read.
Who were of the tribe of Nimrod.
Who were of the tribe of Nimrod. Again, stumbling block. Don't worry, it will be explained.
Right?
Right? Because Nimrod, when they go into the lineage of Nimrod, Nimrod was what? A Cushite. Who are the Cushites? The Ethiopians, which is what the Africans. Right? But still, the Fulanis, which I believe the Fulanis are part, I would want to believe, I'm not going to make it as a doctrine, but I would want to believe that the Hausa Fulanis, they could be anyone of the Canaanite nation, either the Jebusites or the Perizzites or what have you.
When I go in the land.
Right?
Yeah.
That end up getting when our forefathers chased them out and whatnot, so forth, out of the land. Right? I want to believe so. Right? I'm not going to make it as a doctrine because I'm not too sure. But I just say I want to believe so. Right? Which is going into my opinion. Right? Go ahead.
The cause of their establishment in the west of Africa was, as it stated, in consequence to their being driven by Yaruba, son of Ketan, out of Arabia to the western coast,
right,
between Egypt and Abyssinia.
Because again, as I keep telling you all, in my videos, when we came into Africa, when the Israelites came into Africa, they did not go straight to the west coast. A lot of us was mainly dwelling northeast, but because of persecution, the sub-Saharan slave trade, and these Hamites and whatnot, and they push us until we end up reaching to the west coast. That's how we end up on the west coast. Go ahead.
Right. The west coast between Egypt and Abyssinia. From that spot, they advanced into the interior of Africa.
Go ahead.
Till they reach Yaba.
Till they reach where?
Yaba.
Yaba, which is east, which is the east of Nigeria, right? Southeast of Nigeria. Go ahead. No, southwest Salakia. Southwest of Nigeria. Go ahead.
Right. Where they fixed their residence.
Go ahead.
On their way, they left in every place. They stopped at a tribe of their own people.
Right. That's why you would find the slave trade going all the way even into the Congo, which is Central Africa, and certain places like Tanzania and whatnot, and Zambia and whatnot. everywhere we go, when we was being persecuted from on the east, northeast, when everywhere we move, every time we move, and we will always leave a group. Our group will always stay in our boy, and settle and make a community and what have you. That's why the Israelites is scattered throughout the whole continent of Africa.
That was to fulfill the curses. Yeah.
Right? That's to fulfill the curses, because when you go back to Deuteronomy
64.
Yeah, 28. Deuteronomy 28:64, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy servants have known, even wood and stone. Right? Go ahead.
Right? So they left a tribe of their own people. Thus, it is supposed all the tribes of Sudan. The word Sudan is an Arab word to describe it as dark. Right? I don't want to go in because we don't. Next time I will go into that, because it's in Babylon to Timbuktu. Right? Well, I could prove that to you. Right? Now, Sudan, where you know Sudan today, is on the east coast of Africa. Now, from the east, central, and to the west, that whole region was called Sudan, which simply means dark. Right? Which was Israelites resided. Right? Well, right? Who inhabit the mountains are originating from them.
Right? I want to go back again. I'm going back to scripture again. Luke 21. Prophecy again. Luke 20, 21 or 21. Luke 21, 20, Salakia. Luke 21, 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries, other countries, right, which had already been scattered through from since before and all these other slaveries, right, enter therein too. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Alright? So go ahead.
Right? Sudan, who inhabit the mountains, are originated from them.
Right? Who inhabited because we are also flee to the mountains. Well,
as also the inhabitants of Yahweh.
Right? Because those mountains was in Africa. Right? So like go ahead.
Yeah, and that's the Infakal Mysuri of Sultan Mohammed Bello.
Alright, yeah.
Right? Mohammed Bello claims the victims of the old Oyo Negro Empire, even though they are dark-skinned people, are not from Africa, but actually foreigners.
Right, so good. So let me go now to Exodus 11. Undeniable proof, vocab. And to all you gainsayers, Exodus 11 and 7. Exodus 11, 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue, against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. Right? The Most High put a difference between the Egyptians, between these stinking Africans, these dogs, and Israel. Right? Amos 9 and 7. Are ye not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? Don't you look like the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? Hence the reason why the Most High never make Ethiopia to be conquered. Because had Ethiopia been conquered by Alexander, had Ethiopia been conquered, Ethiopia would have been whitewashed just as Egypt. Right? The Most High know what he's doing. His ways is not your ways. Your thoughts is not his thoughts. It's as simple as that. You know we are wrong that. Read that.
The Yoruba people.
The Yoruba people.
Right. Who live in Nigeria. the Gandangme.
Gadangme.
Who live in Nigeria. The Ewe people.
Ewe.
Right.
Go ahead.
Who live in Ghana.
Go ahead.
Togo and Benin. All share the same point of origin.
All share the same point of origin, because I will tell you this again. I have a friend. She's from Benin, and when I asked about her origin, she said that they came from Togo. Her ancestors came all the way from Togo, come down to Ghana, then to Benin, and some of her people is in Nigeria. Some of her relatives is in Nigeria, but they mainly in Benin Republic, which is in between, is a small nation in between Ghana and Nigeria. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah. Same point of origin.
The same point of origin. These people, which means what? He's showing you, Mohammed Bello showing you, all these tribes that he's talking about, they are the same people, they are the same kinsmen. They come from the same point of origin. They originated in the same place. And he's notice when you say that they are the children of Canaan. Read.
Right? In the old Oyo Empire and beyond, that Mohammed Bello was enslaving.
Right?
Right? The Yoruba, Gatangme, and Ewe are indeed the same people.
Go ahead.
And related to each other. But because of lack of history.
But because of what?
Lack of history.
Jeremiah 17:4. I'll go into that.
Many do not know this basic truth.
Right? Many of them don't even know it, because to this day, because that my same friend, she didn't even know that she's an Israelite.
No.
Right? This is Jeremiah 17:4. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. Right? And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine heart which shall burn forever. Right? And it even goes back into the curses in Deuteronomy 28. You understand? But go ahead, read that.
Right? The word Ewe, it goes to Hebrew people. It goes back to Ibar in Genesis.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? It goes back to what?
Ibar.
In Genesis,
Ibar.
right?
Yeah.
So that is Genesis 2, no, Genesis 10. Alright, let me go to the blue letter now. Let's see how quick I can go to the blue letter. Although it is really just to load up. But I had to. I want to prove something. Whatever means goes back to the word, which is really go back to the word Iba.
Yeah.
And I will show you what Iba really means. Let me blue letter just load up here. Because I'm going right back to the Bible to link everything. Come on, don't play up. Genesis 10 on what, boy? 26. Genesis 10 and 26, alright? Alright, I will start from 22. The children of Shem, Elam, and Asher, and Aphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. And the children of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Geta, and Mash. And Aphaxad begat Salah, and Salah begat Iba. So now, let's go to Iba. Right? Iba or Ebe or Heba, the region beyond, right? The son of Salah, great-grandson of Shem, great-grandson of Shem, father Peleg, Joktan, just now. That's not. Let me see if I can get any Greek lexicon, any Hebrew lexicon. So yeah. I wonder if it have any, it have an etymology. Alright, region beyond or across side. Region across beyond.
I'm going to the word Hebrew.
Yeah, because it
crosses over, when you transcend crossover.
Right. Tawara.
Yeah.
Right, because it really means Hebrew. Yeah. The word Iba really is really Hebrew.
Can.
Alright?
Can. And then when the Israelites are always crossing over, right? Different rivers and then they cross.
Yeah. Tawara,
That's that we're going into. Right, the Jordan River, and then when we cross into the promised land.
Can.
Right?
Because there's what it's saying here exactly true.
Yeah.
Everything what you're saying, there's what it's saying here. Every single thing what you're saying, right? Yeah, all praises to Yahweh. Show me how shy for that. For that by Yahweh. Right? So, continue reading.
Alright, let's go.
So, that's now Salakia. So, Ever, because Ever is just broken Hebrew for saying Iba or Hebrew. Ever, Hebrew, right? Ever, Hebrew. So read.
And Mohammed Bello kept stressing.
He keeps stressing to these Europeans, right? Because there was doubt in him. He keeps stressing to these Europeans.
Because they're carnal men.
Yeah, because they're carnal, right? He keeps stressing to these Europeans. Go ahead. Because remember, he know, because remember, the Hebrews themselves didn't even know, but he knew. But he knew. Right? Go ahead.
To the Ethiopians, that the Ebeo.
To the Europeans.
Yeah, to the Europeans, that the Ebeo people.
The Ebeo people.
People are not Africans.
They are what?
Are not Africans.
They are not Africans.
So the question lies is in where did the people come from?
Right? Go ahead.
To find the answer to these questions, we must turn to the Torah, to Noah and his sons, and start the search there. Right?
And when you go back to Noah and his sons, right? You start to go back from Genesis 10. Right? Genesis 10 and 6. Genesis 10 and 1 goes into the sons of Japheth. And from 6 it goes down, from 6 go down to 19, it goes into Ham, and from 21 go down to 32, it goes down into Shem. And they would see that these Eveo, these Hebrew people who are black just like the Africans, so-called black I should say, just like the Africans, but they are not Africans at all, right? Goes back to what? The lineage of Shem. Right? And these Hebrew people came from what? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is of the lineage of Shem. Undeniable proof, vocab. Right? Go ahead and read that.
Right. The people Bello was referring to was spread across the Sudan.
It was spread across the Sudan from the East Sudan, that's under Somalia. Go straight across the Congo, Rwanda, Swaziland, all the way, go straight across over to Ghana, to Guinea, to Gabon, to Sierra Leone, Liberia, Senegal, Mali, Togo, Ivory Coast, all these countries that I'm calling that is West Africa. Right? Going all the way up to Morocco, which is North Africa. Alright, go ahead.
Right, across the Sudan.
Across the Sudan, because that lower part was called the Sudan, which just simply means dark, or Negro, because Sudan interchangeable with the word Negro. Go ahead.
Which is the interior regions of West, Central, and East Africa.
Go ahead, Ak.
And we have some references. Page 27, Memorials of Missionary Labors in Africa and the West Indies by William Moyster.
These is books you could go to.
Published in 1866.
These is books you could go to cross-reference. Go ahead, read.
Alright. The next people that claim our attention are the Yaribans. This numerous and powerful tribe inhabited an extensive plain. Right, an extensive plain. The western border of which is within 100 miles of the coast.
Right? Hold it in. This is the book of Babylon to Timbuktu, according to, this is page 131, the Yoruba Jews of Nigeria. These are black Jews in southern Nigeria who are called the Emo Yokwaim, or strange people, by the native Africans, right? By these Hamites, right? But these black Jews call themselves by the Hebrew name Banai Ephraim, or sons of Ephraim. These Jews claim that their ancestors immigrated from Morocco, a fact which could be, a historian says is supported by it is supported by their language, a mixture of Maghreb Arabic and local Negro speech. Right? I'm jumping down. Nevertheless, most of their language is similar to the black Yorubas around them. The Yorubas have influenced these Jews to a great extent in their external social life. It is, I'm going into that part. Right? The assertion of these Yoruba Jews is that their ancestors were driven from locality to locality by Muslim persecution, the sub-Saharan slave trade, and the reason we had to leave from Ethiopia and Uganda and even Egypt, right? Somaliland and whatnot, so forth, into Central, from Central go to the end up last point, which is the West, all going down to the South, right? Surely the prophecy had been fulfilled, that's now, by locality to locality, by Muslim persecution. They did not find rest even when they arrived in Timbuktu, which is Mali, right? Surely the prophecy have been fulfilled. Among these nations shall thou have no peace, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, because you're going back into the curses here. You're going to go back into the curses. But the Lord shall give thee a trembling of heart and filling of eyes and sorrow of mind. Right? These Yoruba Jews live on the Ondo district when Godby wrote in 1930. Right? Because the word Yoruba or Yaraba is really derived from the word, which is broken Hebrew, derives from the word Yahawada, which is Judah, right?
Judah?
Yeah.